difficult issue, as Sharik mentioned.
Thank you, Kaka and Sharik. Due to time constraint, I would like to open the questions to the floor. If there are no questions, I would like to ask Kaka a question on SSA 320. SSA 320 requires an auditor to determine overall materiality as well as performance materiality. Would this, in your opinion, result in more or lesser work to the auditor in terms of nature, extent, and timing of the audit procedures to be performed?
If I may add, not directly to answer, I think all the new standards are there to make the audit more effective. If audit is more effective, then I suppose by definition, you'll be doing less work. Right? So you find that a lot of standards have come up to help the auditors be more effective and of course, to do less work in any case. Less work but responsive work, not a lot of work which is irrelevant anyway. So likewise, I suppose the material criteria will be the same situation in any case. Okay, you have to pick the right benchmark, determine the right material criteria, so that you do not miss the big elephants. Okay, you're not looking for, well, not looking for small bets. That's important too. But really looking for the big elephants anyway. If you don't see them, then I think that's a problem. So I don't think it's helping you to. You do more work or less work, but I think you still do the right amount of work. I think in the class conference they were saying how much work you need to do to complete an audit. Right? The right amount of work.
Thank you, Kaka. So as we can see, SSA 320 actually provides the auditors with opportunities to improve on audit effectiveness as well as efficiency. Earlier this morning, Chumi has also covered with us on working with internal auditors as well as external experts. Pei Ling has also shared with us on what are the aspects of an internal auditor's work which the external auditors can rely on. So I'd like to ask Chumi to elaborate on some of the specific areas of an IA work which we external auditors can use, and what are the implications on the nature, extent, and timing of the audit procedures?
I think there's no one answer fit all. As we said up front, when we understand the work of an internal auditor, the first thing to understand is the objective. Different organizations have different IA working on different aspects of the organization. Typically internal controls, but sometimes it extends to laws and regulations, etc. I think in Pei Ling's presentation, she actually shared with us very useful information on what an auditors look at, internal auditor look at. And I think it's very encouraging, and typically we see lesser of that being done now. When we go into an organization, when we do an audit, do you talk to the internal auditors? Maybe not all of us does that. So maybe we should start making an appointment with the IA and have that discussion. We see the wealth of knowledge that they have. We need to leverage on that. And I think that's what the new ICPAS 610 is trying to address. But before the new standard even come out, I think we can start implementing all the best practices already.
So this is basically from an awareness point of view. The internal auditors are there to help us. We can always approach them to get a better understanding of the environment. And we can also talk to them on fraud considerations. Due to time constraint, we will have to end the panel discussion. I will now pass the stage back to Evelyn.
Thank you once again, Ms. Lee, for moderating this segment. And thank you also to all our distinguished panelists for the insightful sharing. For spending precious time this morning to share with us their invaluable knowledge, we shall now invite Dr. Ernest Khan to present tokens of appreciation to all our distinguished panelists. Dr. Khan, please. All panelists, please also remain on stage after receiving your tokens to have a group photo taken. Our first token goes to Ms. Tan Pei Ling.